How's it going, guys? Timewarpz here, and welcome to Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Now, after a recent poll I put up on my community tab, it was shown that you guys want to see what stages would be recommended for beginners. So, allow me to just pull this up for you. First off, we're going to go over to the growth tab right here. The first thing I'm going to suggest: enough talk, time for an epic showdown. This is one of the easiest stages for a new player of Dokkan, and the reason being, it comes with this Goku right here. While his stats are not the best at the beginning, he is able to awaken several times in your playthroughs. Now, as you can see here, he goes from his SR right here to this Angel Goku. From there, he transforms into the Super Saiyan Goku. For those that don't know, this Goku can also go a step further. This boy can also go into a Super Saiyan 3 phase. If I have the unit, I will gladly show you. Unfortunately, that is not the case. Still though, he is a good unit for new beginners. Definitely take the time to grind him out, and because later down the line, he's going to be very much obsolete, but still a good gem for the start. Now, the next thing I want you to keep your eyes on is the Turtle School Training. These items right here will give you training items that will do high amounts of training for your characters. 300,000 EXP for your units. While it looks like a lot, trust me, they use up a lot when you're later down the line grinding out units, whether it be LRs, your TURs. It's going to come in handy to have a lot of these stacked up. Next one I'm going to look forward to, the Hercule World Tournament. Here you'll get these Zenny guys, and given that Zenny is a very important resource in the game, you're going to want to grind out this as much as you can. Well, when it's available, that is. Because as you see here, once a day. So, and depending on your luck, you might get, say, the SRs, you may get the golden ones, or you might get even these platinum ones worth, as it says right here, 1.5 million Zenny. It's a good amount for a new player. Trust me when I say, new players, definitely look into this. Next, the training at Corrin's Tower. Well, at the beginning, you're going to see this one stage. These are all things you will see in your first playthroughs. These will give you training items to train up your characters. Now, keep in mind, while each of them have their own level of EXP they give, they also will make it a more and or less expensive depending on what you're putting in. Next is right here. The once a day training in the clouds with Mr. Popo. Now, in this event, I want to keep in mind, it does have 3 different paths. The Awakening Metals path, the Support Items path, and it also has the Training Item paths. Now, their rarities will vary, but so will the opponents. What do I mean by this? Well, there are 3 different opponents you can face in this event. You can fight Mr. Popo right here. There's a Kid Goku. And there's good old Piccolo. Depending on who you'll face, depends on the amount of EXP you're going to get. I believe if I'm right, Mr. Popo or Piccolo are your best 2. At least, that's what I'm thinking that is. Now, each one do come with rewards if you do complete it a certain amount of times. So I wouldn't waste time, and I would get this done as soon as you can. Now, one of your most valuable events as a beginner is going to be this: the Battle for Awakening Medals. These medals will range between the normal capsules, the bronze capsules, the silver, and the gold, depending on the difficulty you play on. The normals here, they will provide bronze, lots of the normal ones, and rarely anything higher than that. On hard mode, you'll find yourselves the bronze, silver, some normals, and on the occasion a gold capsule. On the Z hard difficulty, which I would hopefully say save off for until you're a higher level, it'll drop off lots of the bronze and silver, definitely a few gold, and you'll see some, but there'll be very a small amount of the normal capsules. These capsules, or these medals, will vary between which unit or which stage you play on. Keeping that in mind, grind to caution. These are definitely important to awaken your characters. Other than there, it's the Baba Shop. You can sell them to the Baba Shop for some of those points to either expand your shop or buy points as well. Or, well, not points, but different other items, which is a good thing. It's a good trade-off. Now, when it comes to the units, to these different phases themselves, one I'm going to recommend off the back, despite it being an April Fool's kind of banner or event, is the Yamcha's Epic Clash. Now, initially, these two are decent for starters. This Tech Yamcha gives an additional 2,000 defense at the start of a turn. This Agility Yamcha gives an attack plus 2,000 at the start of the turn. Basically, they are their opposites, where he raises defense, he raises offense. Keep in mind, though, I would grind out everything before doing this, before awakening them. And also with that, hold on, their missions, I would be careful when you use these. I would wait to use these extra copies until you have your hidden potential unlocked. Because once you use up all 5 copies, they're gone. That's all you get. So when you hit rank 50, hold on to these copies, okay? Hold on to these extra copies of Yamcha. Despite them not being as helpful, they will open up the paths to the hidden potential to be rainbowed. Basically maxing out the potential stats for these units. Now, moving forward, let's see. There are several events along the Dokkan Challenge tab that provide free-to-play characters. Stages with characters like these, I would recommend saving going on hard and normal until you are comfortable and strong enough to go against the Z hard ones. They too can Dokkan Awaken, and their value does increase when you play free to play or if you're just starting out. Definitely be careful how you grind this, because you don't want to waste your drive. But be careful when grinding out everyone else, because you want to keep your dragon stones as high as possible. You don't want to waste them on continues, and if you do the occasional dragonstone continue, I wouldn't go as far as 2 stones, let alone 1 stone, for the Z hards on the first phases. Now then, come the big ones for new players. We are going to go over to the strike events. These are events that will get you certain characters, which are also free to play. They are going to be very helpful when it comes to the prime events. If you don't have enough good units, these units will definitely come in handy if you grind them out. They come with their own medals, they come with their own, units. I would make sure to grind them out cautiously as well, because, yet again, it's not worth spending all your Dragon Stones just to do an event. Now, story events. Story events, I would stick to the normal side. Stick to normal until you're either strong enough or comfortable going on to the Z hard. That is going to be your test of strength, whether or no you're ready or not. Now, these events, the special events, they will vary. This one, Captain Yamcha, he's a hard difficulty. He's one phase. Despite him being like this, though, he does not pop up very often. So grind him out as much as you can, and once you open his paths, backside super attack, something like that, drop this event. Personally, I would say drop this event. It's not worth grinding up after you open up his paths, let alone a super attack level. However, despite this, he does get Dokkan Awakening, but his ability is interesting. You gain 4,000 attack, but your defense is reduced to 0 when you face 2 or more enemies. But on the off chance you do Dokkan Awaken him, he does have a rare chance to stun your enemies, which is a good thing if you're going to go up against harder difficulties. Next, the Ginyu Force and the team. Okay, the Fosh is not up. Paradox not up. So the Ginyu Force special training is one I would yet again save it for a later date, because this also has the orbs to awaken of Free Jace and the rainbows and the orbs to rainbow him, along with the other Ginyu Force members. This is the same case as well for the Team Bardock. These are teams meant to demonstrate the link connections on teams. So grind them out carefully, grind them out just right. The limits, yet again, you set up teams, whether it be super or extreme classes, you follow the rules, you get medals, and Dragon Stones, and other items as well as you play on. I'm going to just say right now, as it goes, there's the Bardock. This right here is a little harder. I mean, yet again, it's a stamina 12. I would definitely recommend waiting to summon for better units before you run into this event. Get your URs in, get your LRs. Make sure you have a team that's strong and defensive at the same time before you go into this event. Because not only do these two are great in their respective categories, it's like the Yamcha situation. They're their opposites. This Vegeta raises defense, this Goku raises offense. They do Dokkan Awaken, which definitely makes their value higher, but they also have an Easy A. Now, what is an Easy A? Now, the Easy A's pretty much give these units a much needed boost. However, they're much more difficult than normal Dokkan events. So if you're going to do this, make sure you have a very built up team to take on these ones. As for now, though, I think that pretty much wraps up this little Q&A. Well, Q&A, show off, I don't know, whatever it is you want to call this. yeah, definitely keep an eye out for those events. New banners coming out, who knows when. And I guess I'll stop rambling now and just say thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below what you want to see next. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Timewarpz out.
What you're giving, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose